watching Talonted Productions.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Connect 4. I'm Talonted.
And I'm Lillie Falco, and I'm a special effects makeup artist, and I do a bunch of other things.
Tell us how you got started in monster effects makeup.
So the first thing that I remember was, well, my mom does a lot of community theater. So she does Shakespeare and, you know, all that. So I was always really interested in just regular beauty makeup. She kind of got me interested in theater makeup. And I remember she had a book, I think it was Dick Smith's Intro to Theatrical Makeup. I think it was something like that. But she used this technique with highlighting and shading and gave herself a broken nose. And I walked into the bathroom and I'm looking at her and I'm like,
why did she do that?
It was for a character.
Okay.
But it was just like, how did you do that? And I thought it was some kind of prosthetic, and she said, no, it's light makeup and dark makeup, and it was incredible.
So it was magic.
Yeah, it's magic. It's like contouring. These women who do all the contouring now, it's quite effective. A few years later, they had a guest lecturer come to our community center, and she did actual theater makeup, and she did a demonstration on some of the aging techniques, doing the wrinkles and whatnot, and then she did a youthful makeup on one of the older ladies. So she aged me, and then she de-aged the other lady, and I was just completely blown away. I went to makeup school right here in Orlando in 2005 at Joe Blasco. I learned how to airbrush because I took the advanced course. Well, the intro makeup course was 3 months. It was 40 hours a week. It was 3 months for the intro course, and then I did the advanced course too, and that was another month. So it was 4 months total. So the thing about, I don't want to trash talk Universal or anything, but the thing about Universal is, you know, for Horror Nights, you go in and you show them.
You worked there?
Yeah, I did. At the different stations, you know, there's certain stations are just blood and dirt, and then certain stations have the airbrush. And so I was at one of the airbrush stations doing regular makeup. And the lead at that station said, oh, you know, she knows how to airbrush, so, you know, you could give her a turn, you know. Never gave me a turn.
Yeah, you know why? Most of those people, they want job security. They want, you know, if they
don't
have even a glimpse of what you could do, they're like, get her out of here.
Yeah, they don't like newcomers at all.
From Joe Blasco's to your first gig.
To my first, I mean, I did some bride makeup, which I hate doing.
Directly out of school?
Yeah, I did a religious film, and I did a Jesus makeup. The first big thing that I did, though, was an independent film. I don't even want to tell you the name because I don't want anybody to go on iTunes and watch. They filmed it in Naples, Florida, and they rented 2 beach houses. One was for everybody to stay in for the whole month, and then the other one was to actually film in.
Was it like a legit thing? Are you on IMDb film credited?
Yeah.
Well, now people are going to find you.
It was a month long. I got paid $500 to do it. It was an experience. Let's put it that way. The name of the company that I work for now is called Moulage Sciences and Training, MST. So I was working for them for a few years, and we were, that was when our first contract with the Army. It was really the first contract of its kind when the military said, we want makeup artists, Hollywood makeup artists, not other.
They want something legit.
Yeah, it was part of the whole contract, and they called it stress inoculation training. So basically the point is to condition the first responder, or the medic, corpsman, whatever it is, to become accustomed to seeing really gory, disgusting wounds, so that when they see the real thing on the battlefield, they don't freeze. Well, I also have a biology degree, so that helps too. When I started working for the company I'm at now, they went under, and I got laid off, and that was 2010. and I decided I was going to go back to school because I knew I had topped out at my pay scale for what I was doing. I knew that I wasn't going to get paid any more money doing the same job that I was doing without a degree. I went back to school. I got my bachelor's in biological sciences, and I went really fast. I graduated in under 4 years.
Because you're interested in that stuff.
And I was thinking about doing a master's in forensic biology.
This woman never ceases to amaze me.
So yeah, that program is at George Washington University in DC, which is ironically first place I tried to go to college right out of high school, and that went very poorly.
Why?
Because I failed out in my first semester. I was also in Washington DC.
Yeah, first time away from home.
Yeah, after living in Delaware for, I was only 17 too.
Hi, we're in Delaware.
Delaware. Hi, I'm in Delaware.
You know who it is. Leave a message after the beep.
I was just calling to see if you were on your way home. I made dinner at 7 like I said I was going to. Looks like you're gonna miss dinner again. Goodbye.
You know who it is. Leave a message after the beep.
It's me again. It's getting late and you missed dinner. Again. I hope you're not dead in a ditch somewhere. Call me back so I know you're alive.
I'm home. Daddy's home. Mama. Mother. The fuck? Where are you, woman? Daddy's home.
Where you been?
That was the boys doing my thing, What are you talking about?
What is this?
What? What is what?
You've got lipstick all over your
It's
face.
not lipstick. I got a fight with a raccoon. Oh, lady, this is a raccoon. Women with a raccoon.
Yeah, sure.
It was a big one too. I got medal for it. I did. Like the time when they gave me the Begonia Awards for the begonias.
Yeah, they gave you the award for the begonia. Sure, they did.
They did. I have it right here.
Okay.
Where's my dinner, baby? I'm hungry.
Oh, I ate dinner for you.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
I need daddy's.
Oh, that's in the oven. Probably left by now.
You got a fella back there? Oh wow, you got daddy dessert.
Oh, no.
Nice to be done.
Had a bad day.
What the fuck did I just watch?
And now we have matching his and her goth stomper boots. Badass.
And they come from where?
Imania.
Mom.
Yeah.
She's the one who told me about these. Check this website out. And I did. And she sent me also 3 links. I loved all of them. I'm probably eventually going to own all of them. But this one, holy crap. The moment I saw it was over, I bought them right away.
His and her goth boots.
So dope.
For the goth couple.
Send us some free shoes. And same to you, Demon Anya. You've started your own company.
I have. I do life casts of dog paw and nose prints. and then I turn them into jewelry.
How do you do that?
The company itself is called Putty Love, and so it's a mail order company, and you basically send away for the product that you want. You get a kit in the mail, and it comes with the silicone putty, which is 2 parts. And then you mix the equal parts together when you're ready to use it. And as soon as the 2 equal parts are mixed, it starts curing. When it cures, it's probably the consistency of like a pencil eraser. And then they send it back to me, and I make them whatever product they want. I can do necklaces, earrings, belt buckles, cufflinks, Christmas ornaments. I'd say necklaces and Christmas ornaments are probably my 2 best sellers. www.puttylove.com.
What if people are a little intimidated? Like, I don't know how to mix things.
Yeah, that's a problem that I've had. People, they're intimidated by the whole process. I do have an entire instruction sheet that comes with the kit, which is helpful.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
A percentage of all of my proceeds go to Orlando rescues.
You actually rescue animals.
I've worked with a lot of local rescues. Some of the ones that I've worked with would be Fully Up Rescue, Pure Hearts Rescue, Animal Advocates, they're really good too. And I've been fostering for years. I've rescued dogs indirectly and directly. There's the rescues they're 501c3s, so they're actual, government recognized charities, nonprofits.
Yeah.
And then you have, I have also done personal rescue, which is when I just find a dog and say, yeah, that dog is way adoptable. I should probably take it from the situation it's in right now and help it. Then I pay for the medical care out of my own pocket, and I find it a home.
Wow.
So I've done 3 of those so far. And those are really, really hard to do. I'm not really with one right now. I just kind of help out whoever needs it. I have been playing around with the idea, me and a few women that I know from the rescue community, of starting our own rescue. Because we've been around enough rescues that we know what to do and what not to do, what works and what doesn't. Okay. My personal philosophy of rescue is that there's 3 major pillars of it. So the first, that is spay and neuter. And there's a charity that I'm on the board with right now called Snippet. And they have a low-cost spay-neuter clinic in Kissimmee. All of the prices are under $100. When spay-neuter becomes more prevalent and people start doing it, I'm kind of a extremist in that regard. I'm an extremist until the overpopulation problem is fixed, and then people can apply for breeding licenses, but they must be regulated.
Do you know how many people always they complain about the problems, but they never come up with solutions? I hate that crap.
That's where the change happens.
Yeah.
You need to talk to the local
government.
Yes.
That's where change happens with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Second pillar.
Second pillar is help for the existing affected. That's where the rescues come in. Help for the affected, this can translate to a natural disaster or issue of Flint, Michigan water, So the help for the existing affected in this case would be the rescues. Help, adequate funding for the shelters, adequate donations for the rescues, making sure that the rescues have the resources they need for adoptions. And the other big one is behavioral help for rescues. The third pillar of the rescue plan, or crisis plan basically, is enforcing existing laws. But in terms of the rescue community, we can make laws and enforce them for breeding, because that's a huge problem, is backyard breeding. There's no enforcement of code, basically. And there are some laws regarding, breeding and that kind of thing, but they need to be enforced. They don't have enough resources for animal control to come out and look at all of these different properties and say, no, this is not working, this animal is being neglected, they can't do all of it.
This is the saddest Connect 4 episode ever. And
These are the things
It hurts.
that people need to hear, though.
Yes.
They don't need to see the picture on Facebook of the dog that's been skinned alive, because that's just shock value. Nobody wants to see that.
The 3 pillars are
Strengthening and preventive measures, help for the existing affected, enforcement and creation of laws against or for certain aspects in the issue.
Did you come up with these?
I did.
Are any of these
Business
organizations
plans.
you talked about earlier places these people could go? Volunteer?
Yeah.
Such as?
Okay, so we have the Snippet Clinic, SNIP Snippet. They're in Kissimmee. Animal Advocates, Pure Hearts Rescue, Bully Up Rescue, Sniffing Snouts Rescue. Oh, there's so many.
Let's meet tonight's players. Versus. Let's play Connect 4.
Round 1.
It's one girl and 2 guys.
What am I doing?
And they actually opened for Muse and 30 Seconds to Mars. Amazing. Amazing! But watching them from like the first album that I saw come out, they, I always thought about that. Like the only way I get tattoos, I think, is if I knew I never had to punch another clock.
Yeah, I kind of committed to the lifestyle when I got the fingers and the neck done. I mean, yeah.
It's fine for your job too, though, right?
Yeah, but what if I go into another field where I guess I'll be a tattoo artist.
My brother's tattoos too. When did you get your hands on?
2015? No, 16. Last year. Sometime last year.
Is that one of the more painful?
Not in regards to other, I mean, the most painful was elbow. Like right, yeah, both of them. And then the ditch of your arm right here, that too.
Cupping spot right there.
I know.
Can you check?
That sounded really sinister.
Yes, it was the bell.
No.
The bell to let you know I'm going to win. And I just forced it.
Yeah, you did. I think it's so special.
Yes.
Round 2.
I thought you would go because this is round 2 and you won the last one, right?
I won, so you go. Whoever wins, the loser gets to go first.
So it's like a pity thing then, huh?
Yeah. I pity the Falco. Star-crossed letters.
Oh.
Yeah, saw it the last time. Tied game.
Round 3.
watch this one closely, baby.
Why?
See, you're way above retired. That's rare. I've only lost once.
You let me win that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
I
did.
did not. Why would I do that? I would never. You accuse me of blowing the game? This thing is sacred! I would never do that. The weirdest thing about this game is how do you not see that?
What? Yeah.
Good job. We've seen you as a makeup artist, as a biologist, as an entrepreneur starting your own putty glove company, and your love for dogs came through to the point that you're like volunteering, you're on a board. It's been amazing, Lillie. I want to talk to you more about your makeup, and I'd like to have you back to do that. You can get a rematch, take another shot. But beyond that, I would like to work with you on a project, an actual project, like a real film project. Thank you for coming, seriously. You're amazing.
Absolutely.
This has been Connect 4, ladies and gentlemen. Join us next time.
Thank you, Lillie Falco.
I want to be under the microphone.
It looks crooked. Just the two of us. Alright, so this should be good. I just want us like under the mic.
You gonna focus?
Yeah.